So this is my first time uploading in quite some time, and it's because I have swapped from Wacom's Mobile Studio Pro to an iPad Pro 10.5 inch. And this is my first time drawing on it or doodling on it or whatever, so I'll let you know what I think of it. I wasn't actually planning on making this video, but the drawing software I used, Procreate, automatically makes time lapses of your work unless you tell it not to. And I didn't know you could tell it not to. So, obviously, it doesn't include like any other programs you're using. So if you're on Facebook in the meantime, it doesn't include that in the time lapse, which I think is great. So I was like, yep, let's turn this into a little video. And if you're wondering why you have me talking, that is because I couldn't work out how to put YouTube music in the background from my iPad. So it may be possible, it might not, who knows, not me, obviously, otherwise you'd have music. So the first thing I noticed was, where is the bucket tool? Does Procreate even have one? I should probably Google this at some point in my life, but for today I survived by editing my brushes to make them very big if I needed to fill something in, but I really miss my bucket tool, if I'm honest. And that's one of my very few complaints about this. I have RSI in one of my wrists, which is the real reason that I swapped to the iPad Pro, and I went for the smaller one. I was told that the 9 inch is the better one for drawing, but it was a lot heavier and I want to be able to take it around. I love traveling, so if I want to go off to another country or if I want to go backpacking, not that I should be taking an iPad Pro, nah, it's not too bad taking an iPad Pro and me backpacking. It's a lot lighter, and I personally found that if I was drawing for a long time, my wrist hurt considerably less. I'm very unprofessional and I don't bother with a desk or anything. I literally sit on the sofa and I hold it in one hand and then I draw with the other. I like pile a load of pillows up and put it on there or rest it like that. And one of the things I actually found myself doing was rotating the iPad if I wanted to, like as if it was paper instead of just rotating the canvas, which I really enjoyed doing. That sounds really lame. I really enjoyed doing that. And I personally found that it was the perfect size for me. I am only a hobby artist though, I'm not a professional. But the pressure sensitivity is great. Like, I'm used to Wacom's Mobile Studio or Wacom's Cintiq Companion, and it's obviously got a better pressure sensitivity, but the Apple Pen does have enough. Like, I had no problems with it. I like having the Wacom's feature where you can like hover your pen over the screen and it kind of tells you where your pen or your cursor is going to be, but actually it didn't bother me that much not having it. So Procreate comes with a lot of brushes and a lot of textures, which I really like because I like adding texture to my work. I really think it helps make it pop, we'll use that word. One thing I noticed was, I'm not sure if this is possible again, I should probably Google it before I start complaining, but I don't know if it's possible to crop your canvas size. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I will never know until after I finish filming this video and I do actually Google it, but for now, hey. But I don't like that. I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure actually, they limit how many layers you can use, and I love using lots of layers for things I don't actually need a new layer for, just because I can use another layer. So when I'm kind of looking at it and it's like, oh, you can only use 57 layers, I'm like, oh no, now I have to actually be sensible with what layers I use for what. Oh, and another thing I noticed is that Procreate moves all its sidebars more to the side, if that makes sense, so there's more room for the canvas. So even on my 10.5 inch iPad, I'm getting about the same size canvas as on my 13 inch Mobile Studio Pro. Wait, I might actually be getting more. I don't know, it's quite big. I don't know, who knows? Not me. I could probably find out for you, but unless someone requests it, I'm not going to. One thing I did struggle with, and this might be because I generally suck at line art anyway, but I really struggled with line art on this, and I personally, at the moment I really like using really thin line art. I like using really thin line art, and I found it really hard to draw really thin line art, and I think it's kind of, I don't really know how to describe why. It was kind of like connecting the two lines and then, I don't know, just making them look neat. So, I mean, it was fine, or it was more okay with thicker lines, but if you like thin line art, it might take a bit of getting used to. Or maybe it's just me, I don't know. But I would really recommend, if you're thinking of getting one, running into the Apple shop and testing them out, and maybe repeatedly doing that until they get to know you and they're like, what the hell is this person doing? Which I did, of course. But it really helped me decide whether or not I wanted one. And I remember thinking it was quite hard to draw, and it might not be for other people, but because I'm so used to what I've always used, Wacom, I was just like, oh, this is very different. But after using it for about an hour or 2 hours or so, I really, really like it. And I hate to say it, but I think I prefer it to my Wacom. And I'm going to stop talking now because I didn't intend on doing this video anyway, and I don't really know what I'm filling this up with. But if you actually would like a proper review of it, leave a comment and I will consider making one. And if you like my little doodles, subscribe, again, like the video, leave a comment, and thank you for watching.